continue a conversation like this in this voice.
Oh God.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Oh, we could do it, but the mood isn't right. Hold on. I need to chop some people up. Let's see.
So I got something to talk about. How, how do you feel about the word mundane?
It's not in my vocabulary.
It's basically another word of describing.
No, I
like,
know what it means, but I don't.
You
I don't
don't
think
use
it
it.
applies to anything realistic. Nobody's life is mundane. I'll say that much. Like,
Well, I'm not saying life,
may-
but
right.
I was talking with one older lady, and she was just saying it's inevitable that you will have mundane moments, and I would agree, but also disagree at the same time. And I was wondering how you kind of felt about that.
Well, you can convince. This is the thing about consciousness. Like, if you free yourself of these like limitations, like we were talking about, like that's you. I mean, you're very capable of convincing yourself that that is a part of life. A lot of people convince themselves that shit's just gonna suck sometimes, you know, like that's just a part of life. But it doesn't have to be, is the truth.
Yeah, yeah, it could be
Like,
something unpleasant, but you could still be enjoying
yeah,
yourself
exactly. Like
in
I
another
said,
way.
you don't have to see it as like like mundane. You don't have to see it that way. It's in your It's in your power to see it in a different light. To see it at the very least as, you know, a necessary part of a larger equation that gets you something fulfilling or something that you love. You know, you can see it as that, as just a part of it. You know, instead of seeing it as like an isolated moment of just shit sucking. You know, like
Yeah.
that's just a poor decision. Like, yeah.
Yeah, bad news. Bad news to isolate, make things so much less than they actually are.
Yeah, I mean that, like, you can look at the palm of your hand. I mean, if and just appreciate like how detailed it is. Like I can be fascinated by like so many different things. Like just on that walk I just took. Like yo,
Yeah,
it
no.
was a lot of fun, man. Like,
So I actually got a really good way of describing kind of what you're talking about, but it's actually very, very specific for situations. So, I
make sure you
lit.
make this jump so we get this scrim.
Oh,
Oh, I missed it. You're
uh,
gonna do it though. You're gonna do it. You need to grab the
okay,
grim anyways.
is it really a
It's
time?
like you have to hug the left wall. Yeah, that's how I fucked it up. You gotta hug the left wall.
Okay.
That's how it was explained to me.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh.
There you go. Good job.
First time I ever made that jump, but I also never really tried. I'm
But
looking
you're a
for
winner,
it.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
you just do great things. Like,
Where is it? Is it like somewhere?
oh, turn the corner. Yeah, turn the corner in the back on the top of the bookshelf. Some bookshelf up there.
There's a
You'll
bookshelf.
find it. You're a smart guy. You'll find it. Okay.
Damn it! I used to use my speed.
You're on
I just
some-
remembered.
just
So
gotta chill on there.
this is actually only people might only be able to connect if they wear glasses or contacts, or if they have laser eye surgery. Anybody with vision problems, you never understand how much you appreciate your vision, especially and looking at different scenery and colors, and even just being immersed in like weather. You never understand how much you appreciate that until you get like laser eye surgery, or you put on your glasses, or you go from that transition. And it's like the easiest way of telling somebody how to describe how you look at things, like when you went on that walk, is that it's just like taking the time to realize like how beautiful each moment is, and you see how much better things are. I mean, you see how much better your vision is when you get laser eye surgery or glasses, but in the same way, it's just something you're doing with your mind. You're taking the time to put on a fresh or just a better outlook, a better perspective, and truly enjoy everything around you.
I would segue off that, and I would bring it to a larger picture. What it comes down to really is being able to mediate and control your attention. Okay, your focus.
Yes.
what you're spending your time and your energy focusing on, thinking about, like where, like I said, like if you want to think about, you know what I mean, somebody that hurt you a long time ago and reliving that, you're capable of that. You can do that. You can suffer. You can really like relive shit, or fucking be miserable. You're capable of doing those things, but it's about like deciding, making a conscious decision um, that's that's like that's a huge thing that I just tapped into. That's reality, man. That's your attention, what you decide to do with your time, and how you spend your mind, and your investment of thought and energy, everything that is you, what you spend it doing. Do you want to spend it being miserable? Probably not, right? I don't think you do. So why just think about it. It's just a simple question. Then why have you made a habit of always seeing the bad, always finding the problem with something that's going on? Why not instead, I propose, finding the good in what's going on? Okay, it doesn't mean that you don't still see the bad. This is the beauty of it. Like, this makes you a well-rounded, intelligent, capable individual, is being able to see both the good and the bad, but not having to dwell in either. Just accepting what is, but seeing all, like, more than one side of it, not just the immediate whatever you're feeling and negativity that your mind is accustomed to, kind of being gravitated toward
Whatever's like
in a new situation, right?
habitual.
It's just like realizing, like, at the end of the day, this is the freedom of like living in the moment, and also accepting like the fact that one day you're gonna die, and it's like you realize, if you start there, you start with love for yourself, and you just like know that at the end of the day, none of this matters. Like, anything that's said or done today, like 1,000 years, it's just a blink in time. We're here so temporarily. Why spend any amount of time really that you can control being miserable, unless that's why, like I said, why it was so important what Eckhart Tolle taught me about not thinking about things more than is necessary, because anything more than that is just going to be like, you're not going to be even productive in what you think about. It's bad habits of your mind spending energy and habituated patterns of how do I explain it, of just like perpetuating the same problems over and over again. Like, it doesn't matter, like, that's the thing, like, if you don't change the way you think and the way you see things, nothing's really going to change, like manifest in your own reality, because you're not living differently. You're just gonna, like, even if all of a sudden all your problems were solved right away, right now, if you didn't change the way you think, you just find a whole new set of problems, because you've made a sense of identity out of these problems, and without them, you don't feel like yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the whole identity game.